Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You ready? 54, right there, 54.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. The throw right side going to be complete to DeGuara. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Lawrence. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Lawrence on third and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On first down, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a play fake. Lance. He'll buy some time right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
These two teams all tied after one. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24.
On play action, Lance rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mic 37. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. They run. Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And Lance will try again on second down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the run, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll run with Etienne. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball.
And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. On the move to his left. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown, Josiah DeGuara. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Steps away. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big connection on that one. 49 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 22, Lance. over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Lance again. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off play action. Samuel out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers are back within a score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. It's Beck. Touchdown, Jaguars. Andrew Beck, 38 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Mitchell. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3.
We got 4. We got 4. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. All day, dog. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. It's going to be a long.
Now Lance on the bootleg. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Not much there, only a yard.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and goal, Lance rolling to his left. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He'll find Aguara complete. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. From midfield now, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back to you. Fopo's the Mike. Mike's Fopo. Get ready. Get ready.
Here's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now Lawrence on first down. The throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Second and 10. Back to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Throwing now is Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
So my first reaction is, what was the defense on that play? And I have to figure they're guarding every other threat out there, and this is the last guy you expect to make that kind of a catch, and especially that kind of a run.
Mike, 44. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Check. Check hot route. Hot. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make
The Lance going to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's